Big day, guys. I'm sharing with you. I am getting my first car today. It is a Mini 1 in a lovely dark brown colour. I'm going to pick it up today and hopefully drive it home today. First sort of, I'm not sure if I'll vlog the drive, but we'll see. And you're watching Florence Ballard A3060 on film. Yes, I'll be heading out and going to get my car this evening. We're going to have a little look at it. And then we're going to wax it with my Uncle Richard, and then hopefully tomorrow morning can drive it back here by myself. Well, I say under my own power, but I'll have my uncle in the car with me to help me. So I'm looking forward to it. And I've got a Back to the Future shirt. Well, jumper, whatever you want to call it, yeah, you know, seems quite fitting. Oh, I'm so excited. This is freedom. Look at that.
There we go. Yes.
On as well.
I didn't know if it was him or not, because he stared at me and I stared at him, and I said to Brandon, is that Kitty? I know you didn't recognise her, so we'll have to go and have a word with her.
Mum with dialogue. Mum with dialogue, where are you going? You do? Oh god, I've got hay fever now. There's Shears out there. Taking her home today. Taking dear old Sooty home. That's her name. Because she's a brown colour, as you can see there. Not black. Dark brown colour. I'll put a picture of Sooty on there maybe. So excited! Oh, been called. Yellow.
Where are you, darling?
Up here.
Brandon, if you want breakfast, get something if you want.
No.
From thing maybe.
Yeah, no, I'll be fine, yeah. I'll be fine, yeah.
Just ease out slowly, there's nothing coming at the moment. Keep going. Are you looking behind you, yeah?
Wish they come clear.
Yeah, it's clear on both sides.
Wait for the sky. God, what a comfy driving seat this is. Let this guy go. It's got to be the comfiest driving seat I've had.
Just go round the block.
That's what we're going to do.
What's
so
that?
It locks automatically.
This is my son driving.
This geezer wants to come in, but this geezer wants to come in, but I know they're parked. Yeah. Look, there's a blue Mini there, see it? Definitely have to have my P plates on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ask her to see it, so it disables it automatically. Alright, let's unlock her. See you later.
I have to move the seats in order to get. Can I get in there?
Oh yeah, Mum's got to move. Ooh, what a nice little... All good? There we go.
I don't know.
We'll have to move the... Yeah.
Black cat looking at us.
Yeah, open.
Yes.
Nice. Right, there we are, guys. The parts are up. So I'm doing some waxing. Just getting a little bit of this. So I've got my chamois leather cloth and turtle wax and some hot water. I'm going to do the bonnet bit. Not going to film the whole lot. The idea is just basically pour. So that will get all over the front. I've got it on my chamois. Makes me think of that meme with the ShamWow guy. And then you sort of go around and just sort of wipe off any impurities. No, I might as well get down the side here. Basically, we're just getting any part where there's paint work. And this protects for, like, you know, where I am, you can obviously hear there's a lot of birds. So if birds, you know, droppings get on this, it's acidic, that stuff. So this is what I use, turtle wax. I got it from Halfords. It's amazing stuff. When you open the lid, it comes with its own little pad. That's someone's car behind me. Wait. So you don't need too much. Just take about a bit of a helping like that. About that much on the pad. And then just apply it and go around in circles until it's sort of faded. So like that. And then just sort of spread it in. And obviously make sure we don't get, if it gets on the headlights, you just wipe it off. So I'm just going around like that, just really rubbing it into the paintwork. And then afterwards just wipe it off with a soft rag. So I use like a, not a microfiber cloth, but I use some kind of, like that, see? After that's done, just get the soft rag and wipe it off, because it's soaked into the paintwork and it just comes off easily. They're pulling off next to me, so yeah. You'll find just has a nice soft feel to it now. Takes a bit, you know, a bit of elbow grease here and there, but yeah. But it's worth it because it does absolute wonders for the car. That's it. Right guys, here we are. She's all waxed up and ready to go. I've got a nice little strawberry air freshener. I always like these ones, but there's another one that I like. I think to get back when I was like, I don't need my jacket on, do I? It's warm enough, but I'll keep it on anyway. Actually, no, take it off. Back in my day of like the early 2000s, now anyone who has had a car or childhood remembers these. There was a little wooden air fresheners. They look like little acorns, and they just used to swing around like that one did. But I can't for the life of me remember what they were. I don't think I've ever seen one since. One thing I like about this Mini is it locks things. It locks the door automatically when you start driving. After you get about over 10 miles an hour, it just automatically locks. As someone who's probably, because I'm autistic, if I'm ever in your car, you probably notice I do it a lot. I always, you know the little tab you got, I always lock the door like that wherever I'm sitting. From in the back I lock both sides. I don't know what it is. It's like I think I get scared that we're leaving it open, it's like you're allowing someone to get in. I don't know what that, it's always been a problem that I've had. But yeah, I don't think I've really shown you guys the inside of this car. So I love this. This is so retro. If you guys know me, I love my retro stuff. What I love with Minis, they're a mix of modern aesthetics and design and performance, but they've got the retro design. Now that's what I like. It's a bit like Smeg, you know, the washing machines. They have 50s looking stuff, but it's modern appliances. Big speedometer here, but I've also got a digital one here, and this is the one I do look at because it's straight in my driving view. My rev counter, I got all my mileage and all on this one. And then I don't have Bluetooth in here, unfortunately, but what I do have is I have an aux cable and radio. I'm not really focusing on music at the moment because I'm just getting myself confident, but I will promise you that once I get confident, we'll be hearing Duran Duran in here and whatnot. There'll be all that playing. That's my mirror there, you can see me. And I've got my mirrors there. I do have blind spot mirrors, but at the moment I think I'm okay without them. Because of course I do my blind spot checks anyway. Mini, that's the horn there. It's really, the steering is so light on this car when you take off, and it's just, it responds like that to you. When you tap the brake, it will brake. But it's not like a juddery brake. Like whereas my instructor's car that I learnt in, his was a Nissan Micra, I think 2012 model. I can't remember there's a name for that model. When you put your foot on the brake, it would kind of like jerk a bit. Like it felt like I was always hitting the brake harder than I was meant to. Whereas this, I just firmly pushed my brake in. Now, of course, I know people say like you shouldn't drive in boots. These are actually Chelsea boots, but they're flexible like trainers. Unfortunately, my actual trainers, my Asics that I drive in, have torn a hole in them. So the plastic, there's some plastic lining in the trainers that have like broken, and it hurts. So anyway, good idea. Do you want this? I think Mum's getting me a meal deal, but I've got a CD player, so I could play Duran Duran on my CDs. Let me actually, the key, it's what I like about it is you put your foot on the brake. It's not an actual like key you put in the side, so you just pop that in, so that gets your ignition in, locks all the doors there, and then start my car. There you are. I love that it's an automatic, of course. It tells you all the what gears you're in. No cheese on, should eat wave. And yes for Coca-Cola. Damn it, Mum, I'm trying to drive off. So nice shiny chrome detailing. This is where Mum sits, or whoever else is going to come in here. Look at this, press that down. I've got all my MOT and all that in there, so God forbid I ever get stopped. But yeah, what else we got? So we got all the, I think these are the windscreen wipers here. It's done 59,951 miles. Considering it's been in London, that's quite a lot. No, that's quite little. So here we've got, let's have a look. That's fast. It doesn't click like other cars, as you see. Like normally, like say my indicator, look. It just pushes down, so you get the confirmation that you've clicked. My windows are not on the side, they are on here. It feels like the cockpit of a 747 to me. So here, look. So I'll lower that down, then up. Yeah, windows are a little bit wet from when I wash them. There's some water down the bottom, I'll have to clean all that off. And then this one for the passenger side. So it's like the ignition switch on the 747 to me. Yeah. And then, yeah, I've got loads of stuff here. Your AC here as well, but at the moment I'm using the heating. So look at that. It also tells you how hot you're going to have your car. So I'll have it at 22 here, and I can feel some heat there. I've got my hazards up here as well, and that's my fuel tank. Now, I've got a thing. When I fuel up, I've always said, for some reason, I'll always only ever fuel up at SO garages, but apparently I've heard they're actually meant to be really good fuel. I just love SO garages, so I have one at the top of my road. Yeah. So that's it, and I've just got my stuff here, you know, my license and then my wallet. That I do need a new wallet, I know. And then there's my pedals. They're really nicely spaced out. So yeah. If I do find any washing machines around, what I do, just fold down these two seats and stick it in the back there, and it'll be fine. I've got a whole load of old blankets that I can use and some mats just to put down and protect the car. You never know, might find something as I'm driving along, although I'm not actually going out hunting yet, but you know, still. Right, I'm going to get into gear and go, and I've also been advised sometimes when you know it's your first time starting the car, leave the thing running. For those who might message me, I am going to enable driving mode, I think, on your phone. So those who message me, I'll always let you know that I'm going to drive, and that's why I won't be responding. But I'm not going to be doing anything long distance yet, so you know. Okay. Oh look, one of those. I often use those Lime bikes. They're actually really good. But it's just so weird to say this is my car. I'm not like sitting in like my uncle's car or something and whatnot. But no, he did have a Mini once, but it was a newer one. Right, I'm going to get going. So I might film along the way, and that'll be that. Right, guys, we're driving around my local area of Ealing. Apologies, the camera's not actually going to sit still. It's on my tripod. I have got a dash cam, but I haven't set it up yet. So, there's a nice Mini in that driveway there. So we're going to go when ready. Alright, let's put her into drive, put my handbrake off and check no one's coming. We're down a road called Marlborough Road. So I'm hoping the camera don't fall. Down these roads, it's 20 mph, but you can just about manage 15 because of their really bad conditions. As you can see, there's loads of potholes. Please, in the comments, do not criticise my driving. I am a new driver and this is my first time actually out in the car on my own. So I understand that my driving is going to be pretty bad at times, but which way do we want to go? We want to go left. And somebody's coming, I think. I can see something. Okay, fair enough. Just check it's safe to go out. Oh, okay. Weird, I saw a phantom car. Well, I know that Ealing's a little bit haunted. True that. I'm not sure if anyone here believes in spiritualism, but I have seen and witnessed stuff around here. We got loads of cemeteries here. We're gonna go right here, go towards the Dean. Bloody hell, there's so many minis around here. I can't believe it. I want you guys to put in the comments every time you see a mini. Oh no, somebody is coming. We are not gonna go. There's a blue Mini Cooper there. It's a Clubman, I think it is. I've spotted 3 down here so far. Oh, electric scooters. Naughty, I have one of those, but now that I've got a driver's license, I definitely will not be using that. That's good. They're waiting for me because that's a giveaway line. Oh, what I think. I'll just go over the speed bumps about 10 to 15 miles an hour, and then these ones aren't so bad. It's the ones on the main road that literally, like, they feel like they launch your car into the air. And they've always got bits broken off them. If you hear that's my radio buzzing. I haven't put my radio on today. We're going to be a bit good and not put on music. I don't want any distractions. Because say I'm on a radio station and the song I like comes on, I'm going to obviously start wanting to sing along. And it's copyright as well, because unfortunately YouTube works that way. Right, we've come to a mini roundabout here, so I want to be doing a right turn here. So check all my mirrors, signal right. Remember the thing, mirror signal manoeuvre. Oh, why does my radio sound like some sort of messed up jukebox? That's it. Come around her, control the speed, look to the left, indicate left, and there we go. Now, I'm always against Sadiq Khan's thing of 20-mile-an-hour roads, but you know what? This is one of them times. What are we going to do? Let's go straight on. Yeah, boy. Check that mirrors. Okay, it's come out. I think, if I'm correct, this road has a tight bend to the left. But it's funny, because driving on my lessons, I never knew some of these roads existed. Because when I cycle, I normally come down a lot of these roads, but like, I never came down here. Should we see someone's throwing any washing machines nearby? Spots a hot point liberator. We can go straight on, I think, with this one. I think that's a dead end as far as I know, that road. Because I'm sure it's a little housing estate. So, as I say, yeah, this is the road I knew with the tight, it's a tight right curve, and then a left one. Yeah. Delamere Road, let's go down Delamere Road. I have no idea what's down here. Leading to Elgar Avenue. Ooh, very posh. Oh, watch out, someone's getting out in their car. Oh, just be careful there. Might have to wait for them. Oh, there's some beds over there. Any appliances? It would be funny if we actually did get a pickup. If I found something. Even just a spin dryer. A spin dryer would be nice, actually. Wow. And I think it goes round. Yes, I remember driving this way with my instructor. 2 minis there. There's a Cooper S and a Cooper on the right in white. There's a silver one over there. There's 2 actually. It's a black one there as well. Wow. And there's one. Oh, that's a nice colour. Look at that one there. Don't know what that is though, because it's got no details on it. Oh, there's a Lime scooter. Someone's obviously got fined for putting that there, because they fine you for that. Nice RV there. You know what, guys? If you like cars, let's just do some spotting. I normally do train spotting, and plane spotting, but not car spotting. Life of Ols, I think his name. Ols guitarist Ols. I think Ollie. Oh, nice yellow one. Those are one of my favourite colours. Yellow, brown, and the one I got. And what is that? That's a Cooper S, but that's an older one. And if you spot the knitted hats on top of these post box, my old playgroup teacher did those. Her name's Mary. That's where we just came. So we've circled the block. I'm sure if I put... Alright, I'll ask you guys a question if you know about me. Who knows, despite the fact that blue is my favourite colour, why did I want a brown Mini? What's the whole thing with the obsession of the colour brown? That should be quite easy to think about. Yeah, I'm sure that is a dead-end road, St Paul's Close. Where did we come out of? Oh, there's a bus coming there. Oh, I know where we're going now. We're coming back to that roundabout. Alright, so we're in a road called Rose Gardens. This is behind South Ealing Station in a way. A lot of my school friends used to live over here. Did have a situation where this guy came out in his car and well, it was like this. If the obstruction is on your side, you're the one that has to pull in to let someone pass. However, if I just let people pass anyway if no one makes the move, and he didn't pull in, so I had to literally pull up on the side of the pavement and to pull up on the side of... God, these are bloody narrow roads, Jesus. Because we've got a Mini. And I just had to pull up myself. Now, this geezer's probably going to come down here. Yeah, so we're going to go straight ahead. Pull in slow. Thank them for stopping for you. Jesus Christ. These roads are so bad though. If you went down here at 20 mile an hour, your car would probably get vaulted into the air. Now, is this road closed ahead of us? I can't remember. No, we can use it to get out onto South Ealing Road. Okay, that's fine. And it's the only one with the giveaway lines on the other roads, not on your road. Green Mini Cooper there. Yeah, let's go right at the end of this road. Go back towards Ealing Broadway. Right, check around. Mirror signal, they do MMS. Right, pull in a bit left of centre. Just got to make sure it's clear for me to go. Let's go, guys. Oh, sorry, I told you that was going to fall. That was Sunderland Road, what we came out of there. I don't know, one of my old school friends lived down there. I remember going to a party in 2001 or something. She had a Hot Point WM11 there. Amazing how I remember these things. Anyone on these crossings? Nope. I'll turn left at the roundabout at the top rather than going towards Ealing Broadway. We'll go left. We'll go through like Lammers Park Gardens. I'm just going over routes that I did on sort of like my first test route, driving lesson routes. This car is so smooth though, and it doesn't feel like it aggressively hits speed. That's the thing. Check around. Good time, so people know what I'm doing. There's a bus with no blind on it, and now let's just check that. Well, we know the bus is going to go right, so let's take this hard turn. Check that no one's coming out. I'm sure many people are enraged to be stuck behind a newly passed driver, but people I think forget that they were once in this position. Look, Coningsby Road, they're named after like Lincolnshire area towns, and sort of like I've got Durham Road, Sunderland Road, Dorset Road, I've got Clovelly Road. I don't think that's after anything, and there's two Minis down there. Oh no, there's a Mini Coupe, which is the convertible. And there's a nice white one coming up. So I will make sure we turn off before this goes onto Uxbridge Road, which is the main road down here. Oh look, Cooper 1, there we go, that's what I've got. Which means I've got a 1 litre engine, so I don't really use much. Oh, we can put a bit of 20 in here, so just so we don't hold everyone up. Minis just flash the lights on. Lovely. And another one. They're very popular cars around here in London. Going to the city of London, you see loads of them. That's it. Now, it's wide enough for 2 vehicles, but come speed down a bit. I hate how close you feel like you are to someone. But as I always say, if I don't think my vehicle's going to go through, then I'll just stop. Not worth scratching your car for anything, because that's a lot to repair. Let's pull up on the left somewhere. Get the raised curb, because we can pull up on on that, just don't pull up on someone's driveway. Not to shunt my car against the curb. Alright Brandon, stop on the left. There you go. Cancel the signal. Go into park. And handbrake on. Right. Well, there you go guys. That's an introduction to my newest addition. Not to my collection though. Just simply to my life. That's it. I've now got the freedom of a car. And slowly but surely, with practice and more independent driving, I'll be, you know, able to travel around the country. But that's it. I'm just working my way up now each day, you know, going for a drive. Not sure if I'll go tomorrow because I finish work at about 9:30, so by the time I get home it might be a bit late. But, you know, I'll be doing more drives. Maybe picking up a washing machine, as I could drive to my local British Heart Foundation and pick up something from there. You never know. It would just be really nice to be able to do all that. Yeah, I'm just really pleased about that. And okay, you know, of course I know that people will say things about minis, and I know that they aren't exactly minis, they are BMWs, but at the end of the day, you got to go for what you want. It's a nice small car, but it's a decent car. You know, it's paying a lot for it, so what, you know, as long as you can afford it, that's the thing. Because it was between that and a Nissan Micra, and anyone who knows me has already spoken about wanting a car with me. Same thing, it's like going for washing machines and washer dryers. I am very, very restricted on what I want. It has to be specific, so there was no other car I really would have gone for that I liked. Amazing the amount of minis that I see around. But yeah, I mean, we had a few sort of situations where, you know, where you get idiotic drivers, but it happens, I guess. It's London for one, but it happens anywhere. But hey, you just learn to deal with that at the end of the day. You just got to spot the hazard coming, and then you think, all right, how do I deal with this? That's what I do. But yeah, I mean, this opens up a thing for me to do car vlogs. I have considered starting a vlogging channel rather than hammering on this channel, but the trouble is that I don't do enough vlogging to be considered like a daily vlogger, or I don't really do vlogs about a lot of stuff, because any other videos besides appliances that I film is train videos and transport, but they go on my King's Cross Thameslink account for my railway transport, buses, etc. Vlogging, I'm not like the big vloggers. You know, to name a few, Dad v Girls, they're ones the Conda family, they're the vloggers I really follow and I always watch. And who else we got, like, you know, Amelie Charlie D'Amelio, yeah, Charlie D'Amelio, not Charlie D'Amelio, yeah, but you know what I mean. There's loads of vloggers, the McLaughlin girls and whatnot, so I don't really have a lot of vlogs to be able to sort of upload, because most of my time I'm just working, and most of what I film are trains, so yeah, but we'll see what I can do. I might, maybe, you know, it's also like, okay, so obviously you might have seen that in my videos I don't show the reg of my car. That's privacy to me. I don't really want people to know that. And my vlogs don't start from my house because I don't particularly want people, you know, knowing my exact address and whatnot. The reason I'm like that, guys, is because as much as I don't want to admit that, like, oh, I'm popular on YouTube, but when I look at how many subscribers I got, I'm coming up to 7,000. I think that's crazy. I mean, I don't take it as being famous, you know. I'm just like, you know, I don't see myself being successful. Well, I've just got subscribers because people want to watch my videos, even though I reach subscriber goals to then roll out a video. So like for 7,000 subscribers, we want to introduce a new machine and whatnot, but I don't see myself as being like famous. You know, yeah, fair enough, when I get enough subscribers I'll be verified for a blue tick, but that's only because then it stops people impersonating my channel. But nothing else really. So, you know, I don't really consider myself as like a top vlogger, but it would be nice to be able to do all that. It's just that, you know, when you get a lot of fans, of course you do get people that can be obsessed with you, and in the past I have had a few sort of creepy messages from people that were a bit, oh, you know, like, okay, I don't really want to be associating with you. That's why I don't add people off YouTube on my Facebook. Instagram's a bit different. If you find me, you find me, but it's just like, even there with Instagram, I have a rule of if you're below 16, so you're below the legal consent age, I don't want to be associating with you because you're too young to be talking to someone my age. To me, it's anything happens, it's me that gets in trouble, not them. And unfortunately, I have had people try to talk about things to me, and I'm like, look, you can't be talking to me about that because you're not old enough and it's illegal. So I've had to block people. But no, I mean, I just do it to keep myself sensible. And at the end of the day, I think, what kind of help am I to a young person, really? I know people look up to me, but it's like, I don't really see myself as a role model to people. So it's just, you know, I don't thrive on fame. And that's why with me, I always put content out for you guys. But that's another reason I stopped taking requests, because I thought, well, my channel is about what I kind of want to do, really. But not only that, it's the fact that, you know, I am going to do a video where I check in with you all and probably explain a few things that I think people are confused about. I do get people still asking me, what made you stop taking requests? Because, of course, the video I did of it was like years ago, like 6 years ago. So I will explain all what happened and everything of that. Maybe I might make that my next video where I can just sort of check in with people. I was thinking of doing a Q&A with people where, like, if you have me on Instagram, you sort of send me a question. But the thing is that I know that people just tend to ask washing machine questions. I don't really ever get asked anything about myself, and it's like, yeah, I'm a washing machine channel, but I don't want to be talking constantly about washing machines. This is for like the whole of YouTube to see, people that, like vloggers that might want to, you know, tune in with me and whatnot. It's more thing get to know me, not my preference on washing machines. Everyone knows my thing on washing machines is vintage and sort of anything no newer than 2006 or whatever. I don't really, you know, you see enough of washing machines on here. But the only thing with doing Q&A is that I'd have to make sure that people are okay with me showing their username on my video to say this was asked by this question, or whatnot, because it's a lot of editing to blur out people's usernames. It's, oh god. That's why I was like, I don't want to have to edit the video, so I've got to blur out all the stuff, you know, the reg plate. So yeah, that's just that. But yeah, it means I can attend washings eventually with that car. If I meet up with people, I can bring one of my washing machines down. So, like, you know, people don't have to come all the way to London to see me. You know, I might go to Charlie, and I told him, just for a laugh, we'll bring the 9530 down, because he's quite scared of the 95s like me, and we want to know how that would be in his kitchen, because he's got a really smooth tiled floor, and it's like, it's the kind of wall where you walk like that. It's like a liminal or limited space. And I always say, if a 95 was to come out at you, it'd be like that up against the wall. It'd be like that scene from Home Alone 2 with the tool chest when it comes down the stairs and it pushes Marvin Harry against the wall. I always said it would be someone like that. So yeah, it'd be a good idea. But mainly if I see a washing machine thrown out around here, I'm just like, oh, in my car, let's go get it. It's a small space at the back. It will fit a washing machine in. Just got to lower the seats. And I've got old, like as I mentioned, blankets I can put down to stop the car getting scratched. It's just me lifting it into the car that might be a thing, but the car is quite low, so that should work. Right, I'm going to leave it at that, and I shall see you in the next video, whatever that may be. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy this and the new car, and yes, maybe for washings, you guys might get to come and have a ride in it or drive it, you never know. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to keep it supreme and go with the flow.